Welcome to recovery cardio number 3. We're going to jump right in. Format is cardio exercise and stretch, and we do that for this entire workout. So we're going to get into it. So we're starting with fast feet. We're going in, out on this one. So the goal is to get your heart rate pumping a little bit, get a little sweaty as we get going, and then do a little bit of stretching along the way. So a workout like this one is designed to get some good movement for your body, get you feeling limber. And at the end of the day, you're going to burn some calories, which is nice, but you're also going to get your body feeling better. You're going to stretch a bit. You're going to get your body in a position to succeed for the long term. So recovery days are very, very important. If every day is a hard charging, go at it, do your hardest, all out kind of day, your body will begin to break down. Okay, and those breakdowns are experienced as injuries, as soreness, tightness. Okay, taking a little breather, doing a standing glute stretch. Cross a leg over, the leg that is your stable leg, that leg you're pushing the butt cheek back. So all my weight right now is on my left leg, and I'm pushing that left butt cheek back for a big stretch. Whew. So if all you ever do is pound, your body starts to suffer. So we want to do some recovery now and again, and that's going to give us some movement, which is some calorie burn, and give us some repair as well, which is stretching. So stretching is going to be very, very helpful for the long term, keeping our muscles pliable, mobile, and keeping us feeling good. So we're going to get this side this time through, and we'll do the other side our next time through. Next up, we're doing front kicks on this one. Blamma, blamma. All right, kicking away, gang, kicking away. All right, so we're staying tall, kicking up front. You can try and kick up that pace a little bit. Those that lose their balance easily, just kick a little bit lower. Okay, kick somebody in the shins, all right? I'm kicking for the chest. Depending on the person's height, maybe I'm kicking for the head. Only for short people, you know, fifth graders, something like that. All right, now we got the butterfly stretch. So we're down, we're gonna cross our legs kinda, like we're about to sit Indian style, but not quite. Touch our feet together, and then we bring those knees down. It's a nice inner thigh and groin stretch. This is a really good one. Really big stretch. Whew. This is a good feeling. This is a good feeling, man. I needed this stretch today. How about you? Do you need this stretch today? Oh boy. Oh boy, I really needed this one. And try and sit tall. I started slouching a little bit. Really easy to do. Okay, next up, open and close plank. I'm gonna go from the tippy toes. I'm gonna open, now I'm closed, and I'm gonna open, now I'm closed. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Open and close plank. Ooh, mamma mia. Yipper, yipper, yipper. Okay, you can do this from the knees as well. Looks similar. Opening like that. Okay, but toes obviously adds a greater level of difficulty for those that are seeking that. Oh, come on, baby. Okay, next up, tricep stretch. We're gonna bring an arm up over the head. Pat yourself on the back. I did left side for I think everything so far. So we'll do left side to start. Nice tricep stretch. I'm just gonna tip a little bit. Up tall on this one, try and shorten that angle on the elbow, so bring the hand closer to your side. That can make that stretch a little bit bigger. Next one is elbow drops, okay? So I'm gonna do a little squat, drop an elbow, feet together, squat, drop an elbow, okay? So my elbow only drops as low as my hips are gonna go. Once your hips stop moving, your upper body stops moving, so you're not hinging in half, okay? Just dropping it a little bit. Okay, and this one is a step, as well for those that don't want to jump. Whew. For me, jumping is getting my heart rate up. So I need a little bit of that today. Ooh, who's awesome? This guy. Who's awesome? This guy. This guy. Ooh. Ooh. Who's got 2 elbows and is dropping them like crazy? This guy. Alright, now we're laying down, doing a glute stretch. One leg down and out. Laying on your back. Grab your knee. And rotate that over the body. Okay? Now, I'm rotating it over towards my left, keeping my right shoulder blade down as that right leg comes across. Now, I think I was supposed to do the left side, but you'll have to forgive me. All right. So big stretch, but a good rotation into the upper back as well. This one you're gonna notice as you relax and consciously think about relaxing, you'll actually gain more mobility. Fast feet. Woo, is where we're at now. Let's go in. All right. All right. Good. Ah, nice little cardio. Standing glute stretch now. Right leg's my planted leg. Left leg comes over, and I'm pushing that right butt cheek back. And if you straighten the back leg a little bit, you may even get a touch of a hamstring stretch too. Oh yeah. So I got a bug bite the other night. Yeah, right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's huge. It's gigantic. Yeah. Something took a big chomp out of me. It's even like swollen, like popping out. So I got a bicep on top of my bicep. Whew. I don't know what it was. Hopefully not like a spider or something. That'd be gross. That'd freak my wife out. Yeah, honey, we had a spider in the bed. Not a big deal. Kick straight ahead. Whew. It's a recipe for never sleeping again. Tell your spouse it's afraid of bugs and spiders. Oh yeah, it's probably just a spider. Not a big deal. Killed a spider the other day. Yeah, I turned on the sink and all of a sudden there's a fat little spider there, like size like a fingertip. Ugh, gross, fat black one. So he had to go. He had to go, even though spiders are so good. They're so good. They eat the bugs, take care of the insects, which is important. But at the same time, having not terrifying creatures in my house is even more important. So, for the greater good, he was disposed of. Sorry, Mr. Spider. Whew. Yeah. How about you? You afraid of bugs? You afraid of arachnids? Those 8-legged things? I saw a very interesting spider the other day. It's a spider that's got a body shape that looks a lot like an ant. And they're actually quite fascinating. You can tell the spider by looking at its head. Okay, so usually an ant's got like those little claw-like mandible things in front, like the teeth. Okay, spiders tend to have like this little thing in front of their mouth. Okay, so I looked at the mouth, right, it had a little thing. And what it was doing was with its back 6 legs, it was using those like an ant. Okay, we're doing the open and closed plank now. All right, so on its back 6 legs, walking around like an ant. And its front 2 legs, you know what it was doing? It was using those like antennae. All right, so it's pretending like it was an ant. And so spiders like that will try and blend in with an ant colony. And then when they can find an unsuspecting ant farther away from everybody, boom, easy pickings. They'll snarf them. Fascinating animals. Arachnids and ants. Oh, fascinating animals. Oh, I'll tell you now. Constant battle with ants in my house. I got a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old. Oh, man. Whew. There's food crumbs everywhere, no matter what we do. I did left last time, doing right this time. No matter what you do with little people, there's food everywhere. I was talking to this one guy, he's a pretty funny guy, and I was saying, you know, yeah, at the time, you know, I just got one kid. He's like, yeah, I got 5, and I'm like, whoa, man, how do you do it? How do you do with 5? He's like, you know, once you get that many, it's not that big a deal, you know, like, especially the younger ones, they'll just, you know, they'll eat whatever they find on the floor, they're just fine, you know. He said it with a straight face too, so I don't know if he was just super sarcastic or just a little weird, but it was pretty funny. I got a good chuckle out of that. All right, next up, elbow drops. You know, some people have that like sense of humor where like you're not sure if they're serious or if they're joking. I had a buddy like that, and he always came off as like hyper serious, right? And as I'm getting to know this guy, I start understanding, okay, so a lot of times he's hyper serious, but it's like exaggerated hyper serious. So he's like just messing around. And so probably like 3 months into knowing this guy, then I lay down, crossover glute. He's over, we're chatting, and he starts telling a story, and he gets near the end of it, and I start laughing. And I thought he was exaggerating in the story when he said his friend died. He was not exaggerating. That was a true story. Oh boy, so I had to reevaluate after that his sense of humor. Eventually though, I got it. Eventually I picked up on it, and as soon as I caught one of his funny jokes and started laughing, he would break and he'd start laughing. But if other people didn't catch any of his jokes, he just moved right on, like they never even happened. Okay, fast feet. You know anybody like that? They'll say a joke, totally straight face, and then like, if you get it and start laughing, they'll like smirk or smile, share it with you. If you don't get it, they just keep on keeping on. I do that sometimes. I get a kick out of it. All right, it's gonna be our last time through, friends. It's gonna be our last time through. All right. Is our last time through? I don't know. Don't hold me to it. All right, let's do standing glute. Got my left leg, right leg crossing over. Push the butt back. Oh, man. I knew this one guy, worked at Dick Anthony, which is a suit store in the Canandaigua area. Very interesting guy, but so it's not actually Dick Anthony, it was one of his workers he had there, but not sure if the guy moved on or retired or what. But he was that way. He would say a joke, all right, front kicks, and if you caught it, he'd do a little smirk. If you missed it, dude moved right on, like it never happened. Whew, man, that guy was funny though. That guy was real funny. Whew, just non-stop. Whew. Whew. Let's go. Let's kick it up, gang. That's it. Ooh, ha, ooh, ha. Love that. Ooh. All right. Butterfly. Bring those feet together. Oh, yeah. Whew. This one is tall first, and then you work on bringing those legs in a little bit. Whew. Oh, man. I still wonder, though, what bit me, you know? What kind of bug was that? Like, it was such a bite that, like, it was like the little crater, you know, the middle of the bump was like a tiny chunk of skin has been taken out, you know? Maybe it was like a horsefly or something. I don't know, but it was while I was sleeping. You know what's freaky? While you're sleeping, you're paralyzed. Your brain purposefully paralyzes you when you sleep, doing that plank now. Okay? You may not have known that, or you may have known that, right? The reason your body paralyzes you is when you're in REM sleep, you're imagining things, and a lot of times you're imagining that you're doing things. And if you were not paralyzed, you would actually start acting those things out with your body, which, if you know someone that sleepwalks, they have a problem with their body's paralysis system. Their body doesn't actually paralyze them when they're sleeping. So what happens is they act out their dreams. Okay, and they'll go for a walk, or they'll go somewhere. Some people have even driven places while they've been in that dream state. Whew. Which is kind of freaky when you think about it. So be thankful that your body paralyzes you. But while you're paralyzed, you know, a lot of times you don't really feel anything, or you're not really aware of anything that's going on. You know, so a bug comes along and crawls along your skin and takes a bite. Woo! Nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Keep the windows closed. That's what you can do. That's about it, though. Whew. Have you noticed that no matter how well you close your windows, how well you keep everything locked up, stink bugs make their way in no matter what? What's the deal with that, man? What is the deal? Those nasty things. Elbow drop. Let's drop it. Whew. Pop, lock, and drop it. Who's got two thumbs? And it's awesome. This guy. So notice I'm only doing about a half squat. Okay, but I am pushing my hips back behind me as I go. That's it, friends. That's it. All right, crossover, glute stretch. Woo. Good lather going today. Oh yeah. Wow. Relax. Alright, for real this time, this is it. This is our last set. I got too excited last time. Got too excited. Whoo! Fast feet like a champ. Alright, we can go faster than that. Let's go! Yeah. All right, now we got standing glute stretch. Left leg was last time, right leg is this time. Whew. We've covered some interesting topics today, right? We got dry humor, we got bugs. Talked about children leaving food all over the floor. Front kicks. What else could we talk about? What else could we discuss today? Well, we were talking about ants, right? Have I talked to you guys about leafcutter ants? Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. If not, you're gonna hear about them anyway, because they're fascinating. So leafcutter ants live in, I believe, South America. Quite fascinating animal. They cut pieces off of giant leaves, carry them back into the ground for their nest. Now, you may think, oh, the ants eat leaves. And there, my friend, you would be wrong. The ants do not eat leaves. The ants are farmers, which is bizarre. So what the ants do is they take these leaves back into their little anthill, and what they do is they make this pile and they set it up in such a way that this particular mold grows on the leaves. And then what the ants do is they eat that particular mold. Weird, right? And so they've got this like special cultivation. They've got these chambers underground set up in just the right way to get just the right airflow so that this mold grows really, really well. Open and close plank. So it's kind of funny to think that, like, oh yeah, you know, you see something going on, you know exactly what's going on, right? A lot of times we got no idea. We got no idea what's going on, you know? See those leaf cutter ants, you're like, oh, they must eat leaves, right? No, they don't. They're very, very interesting. There's other ants. The ants, ladybugs. Here's ladybugs. I think ladybugs farm as well. They keep livestock, aphids. They keep little aphids as pets, right? Kind of, until they eat them, right? And so they eat these farms of aphids, which is also like super bizarre, right? But the aphids, for the most part, it's a good deal for them, right? They get all the food and breeding ground that they need. The ladybugs protect them until the ladybugs eat them, you know? So it's just as nice of a life as you can have being a farm animal, being livestock. But that's another kind of weird, freaky thing, right? Here's something you may not know. Do you know why all zebra look almost the same? Why wildebeest are all almost exactly the same? The same reason why lions go after baby wildebeest, or why they go after the lame or the injured ones. It's not that they like the taste of those ones better, okay? It's not that those ones are tastier or they're altruistic and they're just looking out for the better of the herd, so they're just gonna call the weak ones. No, the reason they go for the small and for the lame is because they're easy to pick out. Because when you have this moving mass of sameness in front of you, it's paralyzing, okay? And it does the same thing to predators, okay? They get paralyzed by it. And they actually did this in the 50s or 60s, I want to say. David Attenborough was saying they're trying to research zebras, and they couldn't really tell one zebra from the next because they'd be looking, studying a zebra, look away for a second, and then they don't even know which zebra they were looking at anymore. So it's hard to study the behaviors of these animals. So what they did was, well, why don't we spray paint a little color on the zebra, and then we'll know which zebra's which, right? So they put some red paint on one of the zebras. I drove by and put a little dab of paint on it. You know what happened? That zebra got targeted by the lions and it was eaten. So that redness, that distinguishing factor on that zebra made it stand out and made him get eaten. So, something to consider. Blending in can be pretty important at times, but on the flip side, there's a whole lot of benefits to being different and standing out. But you've done a standout performance today. Good workout, and I'll see you next time.